Hello and welcome back again. Today we're going to be looking at the second of the clan heavy mechs, the Timberwolf, or as the Innosphere know it, the Mad Cat. Named so because Innosphere targeting computers at first couldn't determine whether it was a marauder or a catapult. As such it got the nickname. Basically this is the clan Swiss army knife of battlemechs. You need something that fires LRMs, it's got two LRM-20s. You need something that's got long range laser fire, it's got ER large and ER medium lasers. You need something close up for some anti-infantry work, it's got machine guns. You need a pulse laser or something just to finish a vehicle off or another mech, it's got a pulse laser. I mean, outside of having Gauss rifles or AC-20s, this mech has got everything you need. Great speed, good armor, and, you know, it looks fantastic. That really finishes the whole thing off. I have to admit, it's the most iconic of clan battle mechs. Either in the original tabletop and even currently in Mechwarrior Online. It's very, very popular at the moment. In fact, it's pushed the percentage of heavy mechs online way above that of the assault class, which prior to the clan pack being introduced, the assaults were the big deal. Now it's the Timberwolf. This is my prime build of it. I dropped the medium pulse laser simply because I just don't have enough buttons on the mouse to, well, use this thing. So dropping the pulse laser saved a little bit of my heat and allowed me to stick a little bit of extra ammo in for things like the machine guns and the LRM-20s. Outside of that though, it remains pretty much unchanged and it's a beast, it really is. I honestly think that the mech probably needs a slight adjustment just to make it a little more in line with other mechs of its weight class, because this thing will chew an Atlas to pieces in seconds given the chance. It'll give a Daiichi or a Direwolf a real run for its money, and anything below the 70, well, anything below the heavy category in a one-on-one fight, it's screwed. The mech is incredibly good. Although I talk big about the Stormcrow, I would still pick the Stormcrow over this mech simply because it's a little more maneuverable and a bit easier on the heat. This mech is definitely nothing to turn your nose up at. Easily the most popular heavy mech in the game right now for anyone who's got clan mechs. Yeah, it's got low slung arms, but its machine guns are torso mounted, its pulse laser, if you keep it, it's torso mounted, and its two LRM racks obviously are quite high up, which means you can peak fire with your LRMs. As you can see, I'm raining death on, I think it's an assault mech, it might be a Highlander or a Daiichi at this point, on Canyon Network. It's just, yeah, overall versatile. I mean, the range it's got of its lasers combined with the LRMs means that medium range, medium range engagements, it's incredibly dangerous to try and go one-on-one with a mech. I mean, even has enough heat sinks that it can actually handle the heat of firing two ER large and two ER medium lasers at the same time quite comfortably. It'll burn off the heat very, very quickly. And the speed is nothing to sniff at. I remain for a good chunk of this match undamaged until I think some LRM counterfire eventually hits me, but yeah, it's one of the issues I have with it is that it's definitely got broken hitboxes at the moment. I mean, a future patch will probably balance this out a little bit, but at the moment it's one of the most survivable mechs. It can take a stunning amount of punishment and keep going, and it's just so dangerous. I used to dread going up against certain Innosphere mechs, but now if I see Timberwolves, I really do reconsider my position on the field, because you just don't want to go head to head with one of these things. In that respect, they've certainly captured that tabletop and Battletech universe feel that the Mad Cat was definitely this pretty terrifying mech for Innosphere pilots to try and go up against, unless they had overwhelming numbers. I mean, its contemporary, or its rival, I guess you could say, the Mad Dog, or as it's known in the Innosphere, the Vulture, will no doubt be on its way in a future update to Mechwarrior Online, but really that's the only thing that comes close to the Timberwolf in a one-on-one setting. Outside of that, at least in Mechwarrior Online, this is currently the king of the battlefield. I suppose one of its only downsides you could say is it doesn't have jump jets, but you know, some players are gonna learn to live with that. Other players may find the summoner to be a better mech for that capability. But this chassis does lend itself well to certain meta builds. The current meta is not the prime variant, but one of the other chassis, I believe it's the S variant, which does have jump jets. Does allow you to stick 2 ELPPCs and a Gauss rifle, which means, you know, the meta is alive and well. Now it's just in the clan camp. But as far as the prime variant goes, it's an incredibly versatile mech at all ranges. As I said, it's got great armor, great speed. It's a real killer. I imagine once this thing goes up for mech credits or C-bills, it will be renewed again as the popular mech, as all the people like myself who have the clan pack will be moving on to other mechs as soon as this becomes available for all. I really do think that the battlefield is going to be dominated by this chassis. I sneak up on this Stormcrow here, and it doesn't take long for me to tear him apart. I mean, granted, he's already taking damage, but even the alpha he gives me there, just it doesn't phase. It's just got so much armor. Just wrapping up this round now. I don't do a third-person view of it, but suffice to say, it's a pretty good rendition. It's not my favourite. I think I would have preferred having something closer to the original work, but PGI have done a very, very good job with the look of the Timberwolf, as they have with all the clan mechs, really, and the Inner Sphere ones. The cockpit is quite good. You got good field of view, as you can see there. It's not too obstructive. It's actually quite roomy, considering the size of it. If you look around it, it's got a few nice little touches here and there.
New target acquired.
Yeah, it's impressive little heavy mech they've stuck in there. 75 tons. Definitely puts the Orion on a massive back foot disadvantage. And yeah, the Summoner can't hold a candle to it. It's got a lot going for it. Yeah, the low slung arms are still an issue. I would say that due to its capability on the field, you do become a target almost immediately for any team because of your damage potential. You don't really want to be leading the fight in a Timberwolf, as strange as that may sound. What you want to be doing with a Timberwolf, in my experience, is you want to be hanging back. You want to let the fight just get going a bit. Find a target and let them have it, because they won't be expecting you. Because if you go in first, you're going to get 3 or 4 mechs trying to blow your head off, because they know a Timberwolf is that dangerous by now. So you just let them start brawling, and then you get in there, and then you start laying, as the Rock would say, lay the smack down with LRM, machine gun, and laser fire, and you will not regret it. As I said, if you're on the fence about banning any clan mech, this is the one clan mech I would recommend you buy. If you're not too confident in any one particular field, it's a good all-round package. If you want something with a bit more armor compared to the Stormcrow. Personal recommendation, Stormcrow. Outside of that, Timberwolf. Very good mech. And, well, thanks for watching. And I will see you on the next one, where I look at the assault mechs for the clans. Very, very different style, so stay tuned.